Hey guys, how's it going? This is Rick. I decided to redo my camper van because it was starting to look a little bit shabby. So if you just take a look out the window, I come out here this morning to do stuff, and it's been snowing. This is the first time we've actually had snow settle for years, which is kind of cool. It's all over the the windscreen there. Anyway, so how to build a camper van 101. This is my little Renault. I've got a cup of tea here. Right, this is my little Renault Master van. It's only a little short wheelbase, and basically I've ripped out all of the old fittings. The only thing that stayed is the original bathroom, which is there, because all of the lino on the walls and everything has been completely glued on. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to get that off without leaving a complete mess. And the bathroom's fine anyway. So I've got a little shower in the bathroom, the loo thing there. And the only other bit that's remained is the carcass for the kitchen units, which is basically battens of wood against the wall, and of course the gas box. I left that in place simply because the dropout pipe, which is under there, is all glued and set in place, so I decided not to disturb that. Everything else has changed. Now, there are basically some improvements that I wanted to make when I made this this revamp. One of the first ones was the kitchen doors. The problem I had, let me go back here, you can see better. The problem I had was when I opened the doors originally, what would happen is the door would open out and bang against the seat box, and it would never quite open fully. So I've decided to go for shorter, stubbier doors, which actually open fully at 90 degrees, which gives me much better access to the cupboard. The seat box, the old seat box, was a problem because it was just too darn uncomfortable. Basically what happened was you had a flat base and then a straight bolt upright piece of foam at the back was a single piece here and then a single piece straight back up, and it went up to about this height, which was absolutely no good to anyone, because when you're sitting you're just being pushed forward all the time. It was very, very uncomfortable. So this new one, I've actually built in a little stubby backrest, and I'm actually not going to make my cushions any bigger than this, which is about just over, probably about a foot and a half, if that. And hopefully that will make the seats much more comfortable. Also on the these are both brand new seat boxes. They've both been completely rebuilt. This front seat box, these holes 1 and 2, they actually have 2 upright posts that go in. They sit about this high, and there's going to be a backrest across here, which is going to be padded. So you'll actually have 2 opposite facing seats. That's the theory anyway. All of the grey, this grey felt, it's okay. It looks sort of aesthetically okay. The problem is it picks up all the dust and the dirt and everything. I had it all over the ceiling, and if you were to just do that on this grey stuff, well, you could see all this dust and debris and everything falling off it. So God only knows what I was breathing in because of it. So this is all going. Now this is a really straightforward way of making a camper van. Basically what I've done is I've just built everything as a kind of a skeleton framework. Let me show you under the seat box. It's all pretty crudely made, but it doesn't matter because it's out of sight. Everything is just a raw skeleton. This the bulk of it is this. Where is it? This wood here. This is the bulk of it, which is about 1.25 inches square, and that makes up the main bulk of the skeleton. And all I'm going to do, all of the seat box panels are all detachable, and literally all I'm going to do, I'm using fairly thin plywood there. One at a time I'm going to remove the panels and take them in the house and just upholster them, and the same principle applies for every single panel in this van, including the back door. Those two panels there, they just completely remove, and I can take them inside. I'm going to clad them over with a 1/2 inch upholstery foam, and then leatherette that goes over the top, which is bent around the edges and sealed on the back. So every single panel in here can be completely removed. This panel up here is going to have some lighting. I've basically got some downlighters going in that. There's some doors to go on these cupboards here, and like I say, all the grey is going. All the ceiling panels, they are just literally sheets of plywood. Well, they're supposed to be sheets of plywood. In this case, they're 3 sheets of hardboard and 1 sheet of plywood at the end there, and they're literally just screwed up to the old ceiling. Everywhere around the van there are these kind of ribs. This is basically part of the structure of the van. A lot of the ceiling has these ribs going across, and you can literally tap into those. Obviously you've got to be careful not to go through to the roof, but that's how you can put your ceiling up. And anyway, each one is going to come down. Each panel will be removed, taken in the house, upholstered, and then bolted back into place. And the same principle applies for the kitchen doors. They're all going to be upholstered. The backs of the seats, the back wall there, it all looks a bit scrappy at the moment because I recycled most of the old wood from the old design. Now I'm going for a cream leatherette, which is, I was originally going to go for white, and I thought, well, that's going to be impossible to keep clean, so I thought at least a cream colour is going to, well, it's still going to be equally as hard to keep clean, but it's not going to look grubby all the time, hopefully. I haven't decided on what colour floor to go for, but I'm definitely going for lino this time and not carpet. Carpet just got so dirty so quickly, so I'm not going to make that same mistake again. I should put lino down and then maybe some carpet tiles, or some pieces of carpet on top. We shall see. I've got a new kitchen work surface going in. Now it's not going to be a proper work surface because they're too darn heavy. But I've got a nice piece of Conti board, which is a bleached ash, I think the name is, which is a very light colour. I've got a new sink going in as well. But along the front edge of the Conti board, there's going to be a big lip, and underneath that lip there's going to be some downlighting, which should look really good. I've got some little neon things that should sort of give a nice glow. The same goes as under the cupboard, so I'm going to install some under lighting there, so it should be quite ambient. But anyway, that's the van so far. I'm going to come back as soon as I've done some more upholstering and give you a sort of rough idea of what it looks like. In the meanwhile, if anybody has, if I've got a cream leatherette interior, which is basically the walls, the ceiling, and most of the fittings, if anybody can give me any suggestions as to what colour lino I want, that'd be great. So okay, right, I shall come back when I've got on and started upholstering. So until then, we'll see you a bit later.